What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of SOP. I am your host, Enzo the God, and today we're doing some detective work, so let's get to it. Alright guys, look, as we said in the intro, today we're doing a little bit of detective work, so let's go ahead and get to that. We're going to go ahead and get underneath the Mach 1, lift it up, and see exactly what kind of suspension parts we are really dealing with. Now, granted, I know of one so far, but I want to see if there's anything else. Any damages that I haven't seen, because I already did notice some other ones. But yeah, enough talking. Let's get to it. Alright guys, look, as you can see, I'm underneath the car. I don't have a lot of space to show you so much, but I'm gonna try to show you the best that I can. And there's a couple things that I am looking at right now that I'm pretty, I guess you could say I'm in awe, and I'm also shocked, and I'm also not. Alright, so first things first, I can clearly see that the shocks are aftermarket. I can't really read the name. I want to say it's T-O-K-I-C-O. That's kind of what I can make out. I don't know if it wraps around the shock a lot more. And then I do notice the Maximum Motorsports lower control arms. Like I said, not enough space, but let's see what I can show you here. So, okay. Oop. Alright, so that's the shock right there, aftermarket. Now the quad shock, obviously no one ever replaces those. That's for sure a stock one. No one ever replaces those. I don't really know why. I don't know if they're not worth the money. I'm not 100% sure. As you can see, this is the Maximum Motorsports lower control arm. And it looks like the rear end. Hold on guys, like I said, kind of hard to move around down here. It looks to me like the rear end has had some work, because that is that's for sure aftermarket. At least it looks like to me that's aftermarket. The cover looks like it was chrome at one point, and then over time, you know, it just looks ugly. The sway bar is stock, which is a good thing. I am noticing some maintenance work, obviously. Some exhaust bushing right there. It's all tore up. I am noticing, as you can see, it has the SLP loudmouth exhaust. Pretty excited to see how that sounds. I don't think I've ever owned an SLP one, which I think I've always wanted one, but I don't think I ever got the chance to actually purchase one. The upper control arms are stock. Let me see if I can get you a good angle there. There they are. Those are stock up there. If you can't really tell, it's those guys right there. Those are stock. The drive shaft is stock, or at least it looks stock. It's not an aluminum one. I will need that. And it also looks like it's an H-pipe. Can't really get too close over there, but it looks like an H-pipe to me. Oh, look, here we go. Not sure if I can't really zoom in, but over there is where I really want to work on. I'm not sure if you can see the damage that I was talking about earlier. You see how this right here hangs a little bit, this little plastic piece, and then it goes flat right there? Well, right there, there's supposed to be a little seam like this side right here. You see that seam? This seam here is supposed to be over there as well, but it's only right here, and then it goes flat. So I need to go over there and figure out a way. If not, I'm more than likely gonna have to work on this some other time, just because the car is really tight up against the wall, so it makes things difficult. But the cool thing about it is, once I fix it, everything should be back to normal, and then if I need some new side skirts, I'll get some new ones or whatever, some used ones obviously, but see if I can get some good ones, because like I said, this side over here is cracked, so if this one's cracked, I wouldn't be surprised if that side is cracked either. But let's see, I mean, there isn't really much. I mean, I can clearly see the fuel pump there. I'm sorry, the fuel filter, I'm sorry. The fuel filter right there looks like it was replaced, it looks new. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I can't really say much. It looks like the exhaust itself was stock for the most part. It looks all stock except for the SOP. The H-pipe, I'm pretty sure, is a stock one. Looks to me like it still has the cats. Yeah, it looks like it still has the cats over there somewhere, which is, I guess, it's not a bad thing, but it's never a good thing. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for down here. I mean, I was expecting less. I mean, the SOP loudmouth, that's cool to see. The Maximum Motorsports lower control arms. Oh my goodness, really tight down here. Jeez. So like I said, you know, the Maximum Motorsports lower control arms are pretty cool. They're adjustable, which I still need to figure out how to use. I can't really tell if the springs are stock. They look aftermarket to me, but I don't exactly know the name and brand because I can't really get under there. But for sure the shocks are aftermarket. The exhaust is aftermarket as far as for the mufflers go. Those are aftermarket, but I know the differential's been messed with, but I think that's pretty much it. I can clearly see that they gave it an overspray. Like I was telling you guys earlier, I mean, it's a cheap overspray that they did. They pretty much painted everything. The good thing is that I already have some exhaust tips that I found that I'm gonna put on in the meantime, unless I get everything redone. Don't know yet, or get a new exhaust. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I am noticing some little rust spots, but it just looks like it's all surface rust. Doesn't look like it's actual rust that's penetrating the body 100%. So that's always a good sign. But I can already tell there's gonna be a lot of work down here. Ugh. And I mean, let's be real, I'm pretty excited for it. You know, more work, more content, that's always good. But as of right now, wow, my grandpa's over there fighting with birds. Hold on, let me show you guys. So we got some new birds in the house, but yeah, I mean, there's a couple things that I did notice on there that I couldn't get on the camera just because the camera, I couldn't make it fit down there as of right now. Hopefully I can get it up a little bit more and get really in there and break things down into detail. I really did want to put on the harness bar today, but then I kind of realized that I do need to cut the rear seat delete that we created and create some holes, because I am going to have a harness when I install the seats. I also have the seats, I just haven't really shown them to you guys, but I have the seats and I want to go ahead and install them pretty soon. But first I need to cut out the holes where the harnesses will go, but I need to get the harnesses first. Once I do that, then I need to send the car out to an upholstery shop just so he can go ahead and do that for me, because I don't want to do that part. I just want to make sure it gets done right and I don't have to deal with it later, like falling apart, the glue and all that other stuff. I know for sure if I take it somewhere, they're gonna go ahead and do it the right way. I would show you inside right now, but I kind of put the wheels and everything back in there, so I don't want to, you know, really take anything back out. But for the most part, I did put all the parts that I had in the trunk, like I told you guys last time. So pretty much everything is in there right now. Don't want to lock that. And then let's see, everything is pretty much stuck back in there, and I don't want to take anything back out right now. But what I can tell you is this. So this is the part that goes underneath the hood, and this is stock, but I kind of left it around and someone was moving it and they kind of ripped it. And that always makes me sad, because I always like to have an OEM look with all this aftermarket stuff. But as of right now, this is pretty much how she's gonna stay and look until I can figure out what I gotta do. I know for sure I'm gonna remove the wheels and do the rotors and all that. I'm really hyped for that. I don't know if I'm gonna do it right away, just because I do want to open up the differential and see what kind of gears are in there. If I'm not mistaken, the guy that I bought it off of told me that he had gears in there, but honestly, I want to investigate everything before I take anyone else's word for anything else. As of right now, the guy was 100% accurate, at least to my knowledge, about the motor issues, sucking in water, blowing up, and all that. But as far as for that, all I can really say is this car I wanted 100% before I can actually take anyone's word for anything. But for the most part, guys, man, I'm so stuck right now. Oh, also I have a surprise for you guys. I was talking to one of my buddies that has a buddy that has parts and all this other stuff. Let's just say that the block content is right around the corner, guys. I just have to go, pick up some stuff and work out some numbers with him. But for the most part, I'm hyped to get things going, and later on we'll discuss paint colors and all that stuff that I'm thinking about right now, where we're gonna do that and all that. But as of right now, guys, this is pretty much everything that I have. Just really wanted to go ahead and get underneath there and see what I was dealing with, because I feel like I am gonna start ordering some more parts for suspension and things like that. The front doesn't have coilovers, it's regular shocks. That I know for sure, just because of the fact that the car, I can see, I can clearly see it, it's stock. But yeah, hopefully some front coilovers, and the rears, once I really learn how to dial those in, I don't think I really need rear coilovers, just because everyone hypes up the Maximum Motorsports lower control arms. I will get some uppers and everything like that, but as of right now, I'll just go ahead and leave you guys with that, and see you guys later. Sheesh.